Welcome to episode number 214 Keep Up Podcast,
where we ask you, where are the tickle bones? That's the whole theme of the episode.
No, you know what the theme of the episode is?
What?
You leaving the air conditioner on.
Damn it.
Whenever Tim has his air conditioner on, wow, the silence is deafening.
Yeah. Brett.
That thing screams, huh?
I like how quippy you are.
That's how, what?
I like how quippy you are. That moment is comedy gold, and I just want to appreciate that. Because
thanks, man.
You made a problem into a joke and solved the problem.
We solved it.
It's a gift.
Couldn't have done it without you, man. You just rolled with it.
I did, dude.
Damn it! And immediately go to solve the problem.
That might be the most aggressively I've cursed.
I know. I was almost offended.
Oh, I am.
Well, now that it's quiet in here,
dude, we're gonna be sweating in like 10 minutes.
I know.
It's gonna
10
be
minutes. I'm already like,
oh yeah.
I feel it
if
pooling.
this video gets released, I'm just gonna be like sweat puddles. Oh, I am a sweat mess.
Speaking of sweat puddles, welcome to the Keep Up Podcast. Where I'm Brett and Tim is Tim.
That's me.
And we talk about all the things we consume, be it media or food.
Uh-huh.
And we have a good time here at the Keep Up Podcast.
We try our best.
And we try our best.
Yeah.
What's the least fun you've ever had on the podcast? Was it that time I kept saying the Sonic song over and over again?
Dude, that hurt.
You were angry.
That was rough.
Yeah.
It was one too many times.
Can't.
So Brett, at this moment in time, his arms are his whole chest.
This is what I have to do.
Yeah, his whole chest. He's gonna choke on his drink. He did this stupid thing called working out.
Yeah.
He decided to be healthy.
Yeah.
Which I don't get, but whatever. But his arms are busted.
Yeah.
He is an old man. You know what I was thinking the other day?
What?
You're almost 40.
I guess. Yeah, I guess if you round up.
If that's what I do in life.
Yeah.
I'm a positive guy. I always think up.
Is that? Yeah. Okay. Good.
But it's a weird thought because that means I'm almost 30.
Mm-hmm.
We're old.
I guess.
I don't want to scare you. I don't want to.
I'm not scared.
You know, you're the one who's closer to the door.
Yeah, it's true. I'm closer to the door. I don't like saying I'm old. Like, I don't feel. I know people's. The most old person thing you can do is say, I don't feel old.
I don't know. I'm a firm believer that if your mentality and your spirit is young, you're young forever. You could be 70 and you could still have a young spirit.
Dude, I feel like we've talked about this, but I have a lot of friends who are always like, I'm old now, blah, blah, blah. I don't even like saying it.
Yeah.
I feel like you're you're digging your own grave.
Right. You are accepting being old.
Right.
And I'll point it out. I'll say, oh, you're close to 40. I'm close to 30. But neither of us are doing anything to make us seem like old people.
Or are we?
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe this conversation is what old people do.
Is it?
I don't know.
How can one know?
You have to talk to young people. Well, young people will always call us old. But like the way I view you right now is the same way I viewed you 10 years ago.
Sure. Yeah.
You know, even as far as there is like kind of a like not necessarily a cutoff, but like between when I was a kid and you were a teenager, and then when we were like young adults.
Yeah.
I think there's like not necessarily a disconnect, but once we hit like our 20s, like when you were 25, 26, and I was like late teens or whatever, I see you that way. I have seen you that way all the way up until now.
Yeah.
So I don't see you as 35. I see you as Brett.
Yeah,
right. So it's funny because like when I see like, you know, older siblings, I'm curious if they see each other the way I still see you.
Yeah.
No matter how old they get, it's still like, there's no age that makes it seem like they're older. I guess.
Same thing with like friends.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
I've noticed a couple of my friends like look older.
Okay, here's an arrogant angle to this. I went to a Rob Zombie show over the weekend. First of all, holy Christmas.
How awesome was that?
Dude, one of the greatest shows I've ever seen. It was incredible.
Just Rob Zombie?
No, it was also, some of you know, some of you don't. I was the new metal kid in high school, and Power Man 5000 Static X, Mudvayne,
what the?
and Rob Zombie.
I know
right?
all of those.
Yeah, right? Proud of you.
Yeah.
So I don't even remember.
That's a killer lineup.
I think I maybe saw Static X one time, but I'm just gonna throw this out there. Every single band was incredible. I know that Bill is not everyone's cup of tea. It's mine, and I drank it hot, baby.
Yeah.
Drank it hot.
How long was the show?
It was, let's see, I think Power Man went on at 6:15. We left there at like 11.
Wow.
I guess.
Dude, that's a solid fest.
Yeah, dude, it was crazy. So everyone's set was so good, and there were all these variables, like Mudvayne hasn't played, I think, in like 19 years or something like that.
Yeah.
Especially the songs they were playing. The whole, it was called the Freaks on Parade tour, and the whole theme was like party like it's 1999. So even though all these bands have stuff that came out recently, they only played stuff from like their first two records.
Cool.
Except Rob Zombie. He played some of the newer stuff, which was totally fine because they're bangers.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, everyone was so good and super tight, and the sound was great. Mudvayne hadn't played in forever. Wayne Static, the original founder of Static X, passed away a few years ago. So they have a different vocalist now, but he was incredible.
Sounds
he sounded
just like, or a different?
Just like.
Okay.
I don't. It's
sometimes,
crazy.
like if a band member dies or leaves or whatever, they go for either the same exact sound or a completely different sound.
Right.
From my understanding.
Yeah, I mean, this was same exact. Literally sounded like Wayne Static's recordings.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. The whole show was amazing. Bringing it back around.
Yeah.
I'm at this show with all these bands who I know I got into like 20 something years ago.
Yep.
So I'm like, okay, everyone at this show should roughly look like, or roughly be my age, like in or around my generation.
Yeah.
I still felt like a younger member of the crowd.
Okay.
I don't know why. I was like looking around and I was
Yeah.
like, I feel like
looking at, you think everyone like
Looks
looks
older.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
I think, again, not to bring your age into it, but at 35, I think you still look like young 20s.
still got it.
Still got it. I don't know. It could be good genes. You do take care of yourself. You eat
try.
relatively healthy.
I mean,
Dude, once you see a peanut butter Big Mac, you have problems. I get it. We all do.
I might have stolen a Twinkie from upstairs.
Right. Oh, was it the fruit one? Were you surprised?
I didn't actually try it.
Oh, come on.
Did you eat it?
Not yet. We haven't tried it.
It's open. Would you guys just look at it?
Maybe Mom had one. I was going to wait for her because she was excited. So I was like, okay,
yes.
we'll try it. We'll do a little
Believe
taste
she
test.
stole one, dude.
I know. Well, we didn't plan on anything.
You got to plan around those
Right,
things.
right. I didn't know. But I think you just have a young, attitude, a young atmosphere. I don't know. But you think no one looked like.
I went with my friend Johnny, and I was like,
does Johnny look like 80?
no, he's younger than me.
Rest in peace, Johnny.
I've got. He died on the way home of old age. No, he's
messed up.
Johnny's like 5 years younger than me, so I think he looks. I still kind of think of him as in his 20s. But I don't think about my age a whole lot either.
Yeah.
But every now and then I'm like, oh wait, like these bands, like the bands are on stage and they're like, we wrote this song 25 years ago, and I'm like, holy bananas, that's
My
like,
Lord,
that's crazy,
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. It's just an interesting thing. Age is super weird, and sometimes I'm like, I don't know how I'm supposed to act or look or feel.
I think it's
all made up.
Yeah, it's all made up.
Everything's made up.
Yeah, we see things. We are told how we should act and how we should do things. Don't listen.
The acting thing is ridiculous. I saw a clip of like how like you should act a certain way by a certain age. I saw a clip of a TED Talk the other day, and it was about how to approach life.
That's an old man thing. Bro.
Yeah, I know. Is it though?
I don't know.
all see them, right?
That's true, and they always have good messages. TED Talks are good.
I'm interested because it's a wide breadth of like opinions and experiences.
Right, because it's all different types of people.
Yeah. And this was a clip. The clip came up and it was like, we need to have more fun. And I was like, yo, that's my language.
Yeah.
What are we talking about? So I watched the whole thing, and it was literally like, find ways to rebel and just approach things with like a more fun, loose attitude. And I was like, it's that simple.
That's all it is.
And that's maybe loosely related to what we're talking about.
I feel like so many people don't do that.
I know.
So many people fall into place
That's
and
what
just
I'm saying. Fall in line.
Go against conformity.
That's what I'm saying.
That's how we live young, folks.
Exactly.
Speaking of young,
Yeah.
I felt old
Why?
because I forgot to say a couple things when I was talking about CollectCon last week. We were in a rush, but
That's an old guy thing.
that is an old guy thing. I
Tim's
forget a lot
aging.
of things. Well, I'm what?
You're aging.
I am. I feel it. But
I may be older, but you're acting older.
Yeah.
You're aging poorly.
Let me go get my cane.
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine.
My cocaine?
My water bottle.
Oh, I'm going to try to
Yeah,
take a
Brett's
sip
going to try to take a sip. It's going to be, this is a misery. Brett, just...
It sounds good because I worked out.
Yeah.
The reason it hurts so bad is because I haven't in like 6 months. Not weights. I haven't lifted.
I always like that pain of post-workout, like the soreness.
I do too.
I was always the kid who liked to push my bruises. You know, like when I have bruises, because, I just get a lot of bruises. I fell down a lot of stairs.
Too much wall ball.
I don't know. There was something about just like pushing in the bruises and feeling alive.
That sounds okay. All right. That sounds like a positive spin on self-harm, but I'll let you get away with it.
It's there's things.
I just feel alive.
I just feel alive.
Yeah, okay.
But I haven't had a bruise in like a long time.
We can fix that, Tim.
Please. I've always wanted to be knocked out. We talked about this.
You always wanted to be knocked out?
Yeah, I've always wanted to be knocked out.
I think we have talked about that.
Yeah, just to see what it feels like.
Yeah.
But anyways, back to my forgetfulness.
Right, yeah.
And fitting with age, we went to an arcade. We talked about that.
We did, yeah.
And I went on a carousel. And within the carousel, there was a teacup, a spinning teacup. And which is kind of crazy to think that exists on there. But one that you can control. You like grab your hand in the middle and spin your body around, right?
Like on the teacups.
Exactly. Some people don't know.
It's a different ride entirely.
Yeah, on this carousel, which was you can either just ride on the horse and have fun,
right,
or go on the cups on the same ride.
Teacups.
The teacups.
That's a very different ride.
That's British police, Brett. Gotta keep your eyes open for the teacups. The teacups.
It's the teacups. Not the teacups.
But I loved spinning as a kid. I loved rides that
great.
would like spin me insanely.
Yeah.
So I went on the teacups. We spun for like less than a minute.
Okay.
I felt sick.
No way!
I felt bad.
Wow.
I felt like this is not good. And so I was with one of my friends, Cinnamon Bun. And so she was going nuts on it. We were spinning. And I went on it, obviously, because I was like, I can handle this. The ride's like 6 minutes. So it's 6 minutes of me like miserably spinning.
Did you do like straight face, like try to focus on?
So it's funny. There's a video of me and her on it from one of our other friends. And you can see me visibly like... I just don't look at, not that I didn't feel like, I did feel nauseous, but I didn't have anything in my system really. Like we didn't eat that much.
Gonna ask, so you hadn't eaten?
No, we didn't have anything like water. We were drinking water, but at that point we didn't eat because we were going to go home and eat after.
Wow. Because that has done it for me before.
Yeah.
I was talking to Rach about this the other day because we went up to Maine over the weekend and they had not a theme park. I guess a theme park. No, like a little carnival.
Yeah, carnival or fair. Oh, is it called a carnival when it's at the end of like a beach pier?
I'm thinking carnival. But it's not. Is a carnival a traveling thing?
Yeah, carnival moves. A fair also moves. So that comes like
amusement
once a year.
Park.
That's
right.
It.
Is that the one?
Yeah, I think that it's better than anything else I can think of.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's amusing.
We went to one of those.
Yep.
And she saw they had like the tilt-a-whirl there, and
that's the one that lifts and spins.
No, so it's like teacups, but the track is like up and down.
Oh,
remember,
okay.
It's like a half, like a semi enclosed thing, and you can spin it.
Yeah,
but you're also spinning, like the whole track is spinning. And she was like, "You'll throw up on that," and I was like, "I don't think so." Like there have been a couple times I've gotten sick at theme parks, but it's always right after I eat like 2 hot dogs and then go on a roller coaster.
Well, that would do it.
And I feel like, but. I do wonder if like, am I more prone to motion sickness now than I used to be? But the only way to find out is like go on a ride and maybe throw up on it. Like
it's a toss of the coin, Brett.
Yeah,
toss of the coin.
Yeah.
Flip of the coin.
Flip of the coin.
There you go.
Toss of the.
So did you get sick? Did you go on it?
We didn't go on it.
You didn't go on it.
So it's on. But we did go on the Ferris wheel.
Okay. That doesn't spin. I hope not.
No. No. But what was funny about that is like the Ferris wheel's a relatively tame beast.
Yes.
And
I saw you took a video of Sim, and she looked petrified.
She was nervous.
Yeah.
She's recently discovered she's very afraid of heights.
Heights, yeah. For a while they freaked me out. I don't feel as bad about them now, but
yeah. So she was stoked to go on this though, but well aware that she's scared of heights. as soon as it started, I felt panicky.
Really?
I felt super out of control.
Oh, that's
And I was like,
weird.
I need to hold on to something. I held on to the middle banister.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. I was just like, I have no control over this.
Did you go on any rides before that?
No.
When's the last time you've been in a theme park? Because you got to
Been
think
a
like
minute.
pre-COVID, because we haven't been to theme
I
parks.
guess it's been years.
Theme parks past COVID. At least,
Yeah.
maybe you have, but so maybe it's like kind of that readjustment to like what a ride feels like.
Maybe, yeah. My
And
body
as-
was like, why are we doing this?
As far as driving, have you pretty much driven everywhere in your?
Everywhere. I always drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like when other people drive, do you feel weird?
Not if I'm in the front seat, occasionally if I'm in the back seat.
Okay.
Yeah. And I haven't been on a boat in a minute.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know about that either.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know.
I wonder. Yeah.
I just want to go on roller coasters, dude. I feel safe as on
I
roller
want to go.
coasters.
I want to go to Canopy so bad.
Kanabi.
Nobi.
Yeah.
But yeah, so and the other thing I thought of is because the carousel is spinning slowly, maybe us
spinning and spinning.
spinning and spinning, maybe that like affected it a bit more.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I held my own. You know, I felt
So did you tell Cinnamon Bun that you were feeling sick, or did you just sit it out?
I said it out.
Yeah.
I did the whole
Can't
thing.
be like, hey, I feel terrible.
I'm gonna die because she
Yeah.
was so excited about it. But then later on, she said she felt awful, and I was like, "Why did we suffer then?"
You both just throw up on each other.
Yeah.
That's a nightmare.
But it was overall fun. I just now I'm curious how my spin limit is. And is it because I'm older? Is it because I didn't eat? I don't know. I don't know what it was.
we have to go together one day
Yeah.
with the common goal,
Right.
To figure out, because
and
there's
to
no
throw up.
embarrassment. It'll
Right.
just be like, are you feeling it? Are you? I'm gonna throw up for sure.
I'm not
Okay.
gonna make it. And then I closed my eyes, and to me that felt better.
Oh, me too, for
Some
sure.
people say it makes you feel like you're going faster.
Yeah. So Rachel told me she doesn't get dizzy because she does ballet, and when you do turns in ballet, you find like a focus point. I
Yeah.
forget what it's called. There's a word for
A
it.
focal point?
There's a word for it, like it's a spot. I think it's called a spot.
Okay.
I forget. I don't know. But it's a thing you look at every
Yeah.
time you turn around. So your eyes aren't just like flailing around. She's like, so that's what I do when I'm on rides. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I don't have decades of training to go on the tilt-a-whirl.
I haven't been dancing my
I'm
whole
just like,
life.
oh my God, what do I look at? And she's just like spinning like every time gracefully.
Keeping
Like
her neck like perfectly straight. Just like, ooh. That feels hard because if you lose focus, like again on the carousel, I
Yeah.
think I was trying to mentally do that.
Yeah.
But we were spinning, so there's nothing to focus on.
Right, yeah.
Because I'm
It's madness.
moving all the way around. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe
I
it was
don't
like the pole in the middle I could have looked at.
Yeah.
Something that say static, but
Yep.
yeah, so that was a fun discovery.
Wow.
So I'm interested. I got to test my limits.
I'm gonna say it's not age. Maybe it's just you're out of practice.
It could be. It has
can
been a while
train
since
yourself.
Yeah, retrain. Because my favorite ride ever is the giant frisbee at Canopy Lake, the one that swings back and forth and goes really fast.
I don't think I've ever been on that.
It's my hands down my favorite ride ever.
very scary.
It's terrifying, but it's awesome. Wow, it's like the best of all worlds.
Yeah. Okay. I do like awesome.
But also at that arcade,
Mm-hmm.
I did a lifelong goal of finishing an arcade game that has haunted me ever since back at the movie theater.
Whoa.
Do you remember the game called Flamin' Finger?
Sure don't.
So the game is essentially, and this is back in the day, it's a touch screen, and it's a bunch of dots, and you have to drag your finger across the screen and solve a maze. And under like, it's all every time it's random, and it goes, it's like flamin' finger, and then the music starts up, and you drag your finger. Now the thing that sucked about that game is it was so hard to get your finger to the right angle, where when you drag it, the like thing
Oh,
would
yeah,
register your
yeah.
finger and you go through. So I played it like 36 times because I wanted to beat it. And it gave me, I think it was like 15 tickets every time. But I was getting actively better as time went on. But the maps are always random and the time limit's always random.
What? The time limit's random?
Random. But it's always relative to the map. So
Still trash.
right, still trash. And the time triples the closer you get to the end. So say you have 10 seconds left and you're like, a quarter of the way there.
Yeah.
The closer you get, the quicker the timer counts down. And it tells you, it gives you a warning. It's like the timer will increase the closer you get to the end. So it is designed to screw you over.
That sounds so frustrating.
Yeah, it's awful, but boy, did I feel good when I finished it. I felt so good. And the the jackpot was 500 tickets. So
Dang.
it was cool because I like got better at it. It felt
Yeah.
way more like a skill game than it was a luck game.
That's cool. That's
Although
cool.
the luck was getting the right map, and
Sure.
and I feel like out of all of like those 30, 36 times, however many I did, I felt like it was different every time. I
Yeah.
never saw the same one twice. So I don't know how many maps there are overall,
Wow.
but it was interesting. It was a good like solid 20, 25 minutes of me just like dun, 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 and the music. Oh my god, it's
Is the
great.
same music every time?
No, it changes, but
that's
it's all
good.
just like techno beats of popular songs.
Oh, okay.
At least whenever that game came out.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was cool.
What did each play cost?
It was a token, just a single
Okay,
token.
so
So it
it's not-
wasn't like the end of the world.
Sure.
But we were at the end of the night anyways, and
Okay.
I was like, okay,
So
I
you're
just
like,
need
this
to get
is the one.
right.
Yeah.
This is the one I'm dedicating my time.
Did you
to.
add it to your list of?
I didn't. I should.
I don't know. You didn't add the other one either.
That's
Arcade
right.
games, dude. I just want to say.
Every time arcade games, yeah, they don't like. I don't know. They should count, but I think
It's a tough call. What do you guys think? You got to let us know.
yeah. Let
If
me
you
know.
beat an arcade game in the arcade,
Yep.
do you get to add it to your list of games you've beaten that year? Which we have. Maybe
Yeah.
I don't know how many people have that.
I'm curious how like common it is for people to do game lists like we do.
I don't know.
I know some people have like backlog lists and stuff. But,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
And to cap off this whole conversation about
Yeah.
age, Brett,
Yeah.
are you aware that we have less time in our life currently than ever recorded in human history?
We have less time in our life. Say that again. What are you talking about?
We are currently, Earth is spinning faster than it ever has in human history, meaning we have less time overall in our lives. The other, I think it was 2 or 3 days ago, was the shortest day in recorded history. The Earth rotated, I think it was like 0.25 milliseconds quicker,
Okay.
which means we hit our 24-hour cycle quicker. So we technically had 23 hours. Whatever the math lines up
Really?
to. Yeah. And it's a mixture of, I guess, like more people being on the planet, obviously weighing it down. And there's like a ton of different factors, but it's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
How is it that we're going faster?
I don't know.
But it's interesting if, with that logic, if we slow down the rotation, does time slow down?
Yeah.
Or do we get
more?
because that Superman logic of him spinning the rotation the other way, do we go back in time?
Wow.
Do we de-age? But it is like, I guess it's a real thing. There's some like, obviously I imagine we can't spin the Earth the other direction because it'll blow up everything.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, right.
but the fact that we're spinning quicker on our axis, making time go faster, and that must be a constant thing. Like we must be losing 0.26 milliseconds or whatever it was every day.
That's a bummer.
Yeah. So we're getting less time than ever. So we're so worried about finishing our backlog before we die. We literally, fate is fighting against, the Earth is fighting against us to finish these things. It's like, nah, I'm going to speed up.
So wait, does that mean then we age faster?
We are, technically we have shorter days, but we are aging faster because of the shortness of days.
But we're also aging the same.
Yeah, I guess we
Physically.
we don't age according to time,
We do.
but like if the Earth
But you're
spins-
saying we don't physically age according to time.
right, because our age isn't based off like when a day's complete, we're not a day old. I mean, we are a day
That's what
older.
yeah.
But like because the day was shorter,
That shouldn't change like the physical progression.
right? The physical. So I guess we're not
We just measure it in. We just
Right.
measure it.
right. That's the thing. It's like it's a construct we made. So essentially, it's just based off of Earth's rotation. And
Does that
because-
mean we're all going to live to a higher age?
because
Because time's moving faster, but we're still aging the same.
right? So like.
So I'm going to get to my next birthday faster than I did last year.
Right, according to time, but your body physically isn't there yet.
28.
28.
28, baby.
That's what so technically, I guess that's been going on for a while. The quicker rotation, right?
Well, when were they going to tell us?
Well, until now, I guess, when it was the shortest day. But technically, isn't every other day the shortest day because we're going? I don't know how it works. Maybe there was certain factors that day that made it slower than the rest.
Maybe.
And again, I don't know enough about it to like talk about it on a technical level, but I just thought that was fascinating,
That is fascinating.
scary,
Yeah,
but fascinating.
everything wants us dead.
right? Even
Time, the earth.
the Earth, other people, McDonald's. They all just want us dead.
Yeah.
But it's good.
Does McDonald's want us dead?
Well, I don't think they're doing a lot to make us live longer. It's just shoving.
Joy.
They're shoving food. Oh, joy. Oh, I'm loving it.
Joy
The joy of McDonald's
shall set you free.
Gross.
What?
I don't even know where we're going.
Is that all the things?
That's all the things I had.
I got to go to TV for at least one thing.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'll see you there.